And that is brilliant. That really was. Yambahars making sure that Ding doesn't play.
Obviously does, and could be frame winner. Maybe up for the blue.
Yeah. $25.
And this is when,
A question of a doubt. Ding is one of, and what he's done already in the game has led to an explosion of fabulous talent.
the Crucible Theatre this year.
49. $65. $73.
There's a century.
$81.
So, not many in the game.
$89.
Well played. Balls is full break, hasn't it?
Yeah, he did very well to create.
Yeah, great stuff. And it's a wonderful 120.
Good pot. $6.
And he's in Ding Junhui's hands now.
He could have had a maximum here a couple of years ago. He forgot I should have played for the black.
Yeah, just nudging another couple. Great chance, hasn't he? Oh, that wiped its feet though.
38.
Well, it would be a real...
$52. $58.
From Anthony.
For McGill, he just won that last frame, looking to try and put pressure on.
It's a tough shot, but...
And it's looking like 8-4.
74.
For the red, to leave himself straight on this red.
82.
He is a very good safety area. So taking a...
When he made a century yesterday, 129.
87.
And he gets him 4 frames clear again.
104.
Luca Brissell in the 140s.
109. 112. 116. 121.
In the way he's compiled this.
Faultless, wasn't it?
127. One. Seven.
Well, that was an excellent
13.
pot. That
Control of that cue ball.
20.
well, he's got. And then it goes.
To make this break to win it.
40.
Been quiet all season. I guess for him, keeping your focus and your positivity,
50.
and he has done that. With that in the first round, it's excellent.
58.
It's Ronnie O'Sullivan, but the main thing is to get through, and that's what Ding has done.
66.
This is the best chance for China to have a world champion.
73. 80. 84. 88.
Being put under. Could stand him in good stead.
93.
Put him under it for sure. Last couple of frames, winning 2 close frames in a century to win it. Fantastic from Ding Junhui.
Yeah, very. Not Crucible Theatre. Delightful character is Gary.
17.
Won't get a better chance than this.
$33.
To pass that.
Players.
Luca's miss on the black when he tried to just roll it in to the right corner. So they're going to share. There's going to be 1 frame the difference. That makes absolutely sure. Beautiful.
$80.
With Gary up at the
86.
Whitley Bay Snooker Centre.
88. 91. 95.
That's the 13th century. And coming just at the right time. No matter where the black goes. Around the houses.
Five. $21. 20. 37. 49. 50. 73. 79. 94.
101. Победа Лисовскому в предыдущем фрейме.
6. 12.
На нижний выход синий, есть и розовый. А, вышел замечательно. И как-то даже удивляться приходится, но на черном шаре ошибка была, был фрейм, можно сказать, обменялись такими фреймами, где
32. 39.
еще один. 1-4 он проигрывает, но затем
53.
я, конечно, сейчас перепроверю, но, по-моему, это всего лишь вторая серия. На фрейме потом большой. Ну и вот, окончено. На Уилсона матч не закончен. Но у нас примерно
72.
после матча Кайрона мы эти итоги подведем. Он уже нижний шар налево проходит.
7.
Сложная резко на красном, но он упал.
Number 5.
Выход от
99. 102.
матча. Второй фрейм выигранный подряд. И нам Джек устили крупной серии.
117.
И 124.
One.
Nice red to play for this for a right-handed player. I said earlier, Joe, very neat and tight. These guys see patterns every time they get to the table. Quite straightforward this. High black, low red.
Six.
What he's after. If he can get off straight in the low side.
The cushion when you split the reds. Oh, he's played that. I missed an easy blue in the previous frame when he looked like he was going to take it, so winning this here and winning it in style.
22.
But
28.
Didn't quite find the gap in frame one. Let's see if we can get the middle of that little gap. Yeah, he's got it this time. See? Isn't it fun?
34. $42.
I think in the previous frame when he missed the blue, the other table.
48.
He is a class act. Yeah, very little to pick between them. Shows.
$56.
I know there's been some chat from the punters. Having 100 break in it. There hasn't been one so far in this match, but
60.
important thing obviously, he should have the frame in the bag. Which he does now with that red.
Leave the
86.
red near the cushion for lap. Blue. You'd have forgotten about that now.
94.
Yeah, superb career.
102. $109.
Potential record on.
Yeah, for a betting man, the record. Nice to see Joe
118.
complete clearance.
TC, I thought that was top cat.
123.
Lovely. Quite lovely. He let go. The ideal start then for Mark Davis. You almost think anything but thick. You don't mind missing this, as long as you miss it on the thin side. Oh, yeah.
Well, struggled in, but that'll do nicely.
It's one of those nice chances. Half a dozen reds in the...
4. Thanks, John.
For the pink. I'm not certain if the pink spot's going to be available.
Elevens. 19. 27.
I think he's one of the very best. And while John then
33.
getting higher, played it lovely.
But as you say, in the end, it works
39.
out. It's remarkable, really.
47.
Not so much they're superstitious about it, but when they, you know, get in the club in the morning or play a mad or nothing. So John then getting close to the
55.
point of winning. Beautiful.
And then you sit down the rest. It's a tough school.
62. Thank you.
The century. He's made 130.
Cheers, thanks.
To make certain of the ton.
93.
Yeah, vintage was a great. TC, the total clearance. Oh, not quite.
Just notice a slight adjustment of the cue ball there. And Mark trying to cover this red so there's no real danger with it. But there will be if it goes in. Flip the green, but if he comes this side of the baulk line, he'll be on
the ball cushion and be on one of these ball colours. And
4.
available into both corners.
where I'm going here, John Higgins.
Thank you.
Might have been a kickstarter for him, but missed it. He needs to get his arm going again here.
19.
And off the black, it's not a good...
20.
And you know,
35.
The two of the loose reds. Split doesn't work out, so wants a nice angle on the black. If he doesn't get it, he's still always got the
so deep screw, right hand side, just to widen it off the cushion.
51.
Didn't.
cushions with the black. Oh, he's cued that very well indeed. That was an excellent. This loose red and a high value colour will be enough.
65.
Remaining 5 reds. And they've all found a way of not leaving the half ball pot.
Well, he left the. Well, I do like the way to it. Made sure that the cue ball came. Been an excellent break. About John Higgins, when you think you have him on the rack, just one chance.
Don't panic.
$95.
Wonderful century break from John.
103.
I'm certain Mark Davis came out and thought, right, I'm having one shot, and all of a sudden he's 2 behind again.
110. 130.
Did that plant from John. And boys, he made them up.
122. 128. 135.
Yeah, just hit nicely.
Yeah, good shot. And he's held it with the reds. Decided. Well, that shot will tell us that the black does pot.
5. $13.
Well, would you believe?
Yeah, played it well.
24.
Just playing in out of ball.
$30.
Plenty of drawers available into the right corner pocket.
38.
So that'll be. And that looks.
46.
Along the top cushion, it appears. So we just had to do a little bit more with the cube.
54.
Played the cannon. He's okay.
60.
Force the error from
66. 74.
It's been really a high quality.
82.
Oh, looking at that shot, looks as though it is available. So
90.
third century of the match and the 21st
98.
of the tournament. Wonderful. John Higgins. And one mistake
107.
was red next to the black. You thought, well, that's pretty safe, but good opening red from
110.
John Higgins. Becomes a potting machine when he gets in amongst the balls.
114. 119. 125.
And a nice 132.
One.
Not sure if the black will be potable when it goes back in its own spot, so Judd might delay playing for the...
So, about the decision spot. I'd like to get that out of the way as soon as possible for the break, but we'll soon find out.
Clearly pot.
Yeah, so this is a really good... He's just been a little bit more considered here, taking a tiny bit more time, which is good. He knows the importance of this contribution. It was very good indeed. The quality of his match play was much improved. Must be hard way. But no one's trying to take...
Got to give it some care.
49.
This is a...
45.
There's an example of impact. You could clearly see it sort of goes across the line as he delivers it. Not a method you teach.
53.
It certainly doesn't hamper.
Coach and try to get Judd to queue up online. I think you would just completely mess his game up.
Peter Ebden is very similar in that respect. You know, Peter tried to become
61.
all correct, couldn't pot a ball. So I went back to what he was very good at and ended up winning a world in the UK and right back up the ranking list again. So
just highlighting your point, John, that he seems to be just taking a little bit more care. He's gone up.
69.
Well, he's slow now.
yeah, it just looks it's there. Excellent.
77.
There's no reason now why he shouldn't go on to make a century.
$85.
Beautiful shot. Get off that left cushion to go up the table.
93.
And this has been an very dangerous opponent who's growing confident by the minute. I noticed straight away at the start of this break there was a little bit more concentration and
99.
consideration. This, playing like this, I should say, could send him very far in this year's championship. Here's the century. A break of 141.
Yeah, and from a miscue. Buys a
116.
And of course, Sean Murphy, who won, is the prize for the highest break in the opening session, but a 138 looks like being usurped here. My Judd trump, and this has been superb.
Yeah, he knows it, because if it wasn't a chance to beat the highest break, although I don't believe 141 will still stand these colours. Doesn't win that cue ball near the pocket. It's very, very close.
Come on, Judd. Knock it in. It's there. What a fantastic contribution.
Not been on point thus far. Still time though to get improvement in that department. He knew he was cannoning the black, so a good chance now.
On the ball colour or the blue, you would feel. He's gone for the blue.
9.
Now does he play? Well, he's played for the loose one. Bit surprising there because he's...
$15.
Between the loose red and the pink. Played on the loose one. And he's played this lovely. Good shot. $19.
Or does he just play for the loose one? Just plays for the loose. He's blessed with a lot of cue pairs. He's rightly set up with the cue ball on this top cushion here. He's got to sort of stun it into the reds. Oh, he's played it nicely. Played it very nicely. Pink spot. Wood pot as well. He's got a few options here.
35.
Well, I think, as you said in that last frame, it was the balls just to get his arm going again. All of a sudden, he's got a little spring in his step now.
41.
Might get a chance to have a look at it now. And that's the red he's tried to get on. So obviously it does pot.
Yeah, and didn't he play that black beautifully? He played high value colours, that is. But this has been superb, and yeah, I think it was important to go through the gears at some stage in this match. He's just beginning to show signs of his best form.
I know, Alan, you wouldn't either. Well, he's a little bit different, and he's okay. Could have got
64.
Virtually frame ball, but I think there's a few more to come here.
72.
On the red. Oh, has side? Maybe he can. Yes, he can. Well played.
79.
Love to make a crucible century.
86.
That was on the other table, so this will be the second and a charity for every century this year. And I believe if there's over here.
95.
Treat. Well played, look at the
First red, wasn't it? Remember, Gary Wilson had a little chance at the start of the frame.
101.
It went wrong, and look at, as I said, he's just hinting here that
104. 106.
starting to show the form. He's shown a lot this season. China Championship out in Guangzhou, early season. Sorry, that was a couple of seasons ago.
109.
But certainly showing good form of late.
113.
Semi-finalist in the China Open recently took Neil Robertson close in that match. 10-7 he lost in the end, so he's in good form coming in, and he's starting to show it.
124.
1-3-1 of the...
4. That would clear the black comfortably for both corners. And he's on it perfectly.
12.
Got the bottom and follow through. Needs a bit of side, got the bit of side. That was a good shot.
$28.
This is now with the wall. People are
36.
going for a comfort break on the other side. All those little things that can put you off. Just got to focus.
Amplify the heat on his opponent. Make him feel like the frames are slipping.
$48.
Perfect on the blues. There's a couple of loose.
Playing to the red, I think, is good. Oh, he's underhit it, has he? No, perfect. He could.
54.
Now the perfect angle on the blue. I fancy the cannon more than that. Well, he just played the end. So the blue
62.
will put him 6 more red. This is at snooker's required stage.
Earlier in this session.
76.
How will his opponent react? Done a lot wrong yet. It's all been about Mark
84.
Allen just upping his pace.
As you said, this is not like the qualifiers. To his stride.
99.
Perhaps just a visit. Things. Let his opponent stew a bit in his chair.
104.
More important than the century.
109. 113.
180. 124.
Didn't it, the chance. Fortunately, just nothing to do with the cue ball. Concentrate on the pot. I think he thought he'd missed it when he hit it. I certainly did. And this isn't easy. But if he gets the pot, it's going to be a great chance. So it's that cue ball to bounce. Thought he would be carrying.
The one next to the black there, just to the left of it, as we look at it. Because that will help to clear the black, and he's landed nicely on that. This is the best chance that Mark Selby's had so far this morning.
In the first 3 frames, all pretty scrappy affairs. This is the first real scoring chance that Mark Selby's had. His first chance to show if he's got scoring form they can take into the rest of this match.
$39.
To the left corner. Going to be on a colour. Another one that just are playing generous this week. Red. The reason I didn't play the cannon for the black because he'd end up being too high on the black.
55.
So quite rightly.
He's reaping the benefits here of the very
red. But that's a great shot. That's about as good as he could have done. It's one of the best shots he's played in the
66.
The pink. Bound to be in a choice of at least 2 reds. To get his first frame on the board here.
74.
We were saying he is one of the game's all-time great art in this year's Betfred World Championship.
Yeah, a couple of pots that perhaps on another day could have rattled.
$97.
The former world #1 showing his... Not bothered about...
Yeah, well played.
No problem with the black.
So this makes this visit to the table even more important.
Nine.
mistakes. And as we keep saying, this game's all about confidence, and he was certainly.
$23. $31.
Black to the right corner, but he is frightened to leave himself just too close to the black. Yeah, change of plan looks like.
Yeah, every credit for taking advantage of it. That
55.
you may have to play the cannon. And here it is, and look at that. Couldn't have worked better. The last frame of this session.
Going into the pack there. This is missable if you don't pay care and attention. Safely in.
I
71.
don't get me wrong, if someone had to say it to Zhao, say I'm a world #1 and 3 times world champion, 5-3, he would have bitten your hand off. But it has to be said, the way he played in front.
Yeah, he's just lost the matches at the Crucible, getting that momentum. He's back with Mark Selby. Okay, he's got to wait the afternoon out. A lot more optimistic about tonight's session, Mark Selby. Can he finish with what would be incredible, really, the way he's played his second.
Can't wait to see how it pans out. Fascinating tussle.
99.
Typical of Mark Selby. What a fabulous century break that is.
106.
What was the 19th century, this year's
109.
Betfred World Championship. They're flying in.
113.
As I say, agitated with himself, making some mistakes. He's made no mistakes in this frame, that's for sure.
118.
And an exhibition type positional shot to finish off with, and have a look at this for a shot. That's
Seven. 23. 31. 39. 4. 53. 16. 77. 84. 85. 93. 99. 104. 109. 100. 118. 124.
But he's left a pot from the break-off, and Mark Williams has knocked it in.
Yeah, knocked it in confidently as well, leaving. Those are tough shots, and especially when you play it with a touch of right-hand side on the cue ball. Yeah.
Five. Oh.
Played it well.
In the table, looking like he can't pot it, and then getting down and potting it.
28.
Under hit that one. And this. But what about that for a shot? Screwing off the reds. That was an. It certainly does. And now he's got to finish it. And again, under hit it. Shouldn't, as I say, I don't think this table is playing as fast as they both think.
37.
This black for his second half century.
$52.
One thing to say on prize, because there was one at the China Open, he was only 5,000, but it's been put up to 50 plus 10,000 for the high break. So if we do get one, and we've not had one for.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
$68.
So are we going to see the first
champion here? And the cannon, he couldn't have played it any better. And now, great chance
74.
to make the first century of this year.
There were 122 centuries. Incredible standard. Martin Gould made 3 of them. Williams has had 51 centuries at the Crucible down the years.
$89. 90.
Well, it's been a brilliant break, this has. First century of this year's World Championship. Yeah, great stuff from Mark Williams, applauded by his wife.
102.
Yeah, started by a great red.
Sleeve though, wasn't it? From Gould's point of view, he can't afford to leave chances because Williams is growing in confidence with every frame.
111.
Looks set to be a total clearance in.
116.
Well, this is the shot only he plays in terms of this way.
Always gets a little giggle, doesn't it? And look at how he played it. Screw with side.
He can, he's playing some...
Going to be carrying in the pink, you would have thought. Not at the moment.
See, feel a little drag there, a little bounce on and bring the black open. Yeah, good shot. See that?
10.
Oh, he just played it beautifully.
80.
Through about an inch.
$26. 34.
32.
They're not one of those players, if they're very conscious of his own.
Thank you.
Just looking for a red and a colour now. And the
58.
second frame. There's still a possibility of a century.
72.
He's playing with a bit of bottom, trying to hold the cue ball.
86.
Well, this is going to be as good. Clear the table from here will be superb.
Ошибается Джоджо. Позиция открыта. Крупный призовой фонд на этом турнире. Впервые 20 тысяч фунтов стерлингов, но здесь в рейтинг. А вот стадия 1/8 финала 30 тысяч фунтов стерлингов, по 100 тысяч фунтов. Ну и неплохой бонус за максимум, который собирается с позицией до победы во фрейме Робертсона. Но все-таки вот нашел. Сыграл уверенным ударом. Черный в лузе. Ну и вот фреймбол.
60.
Очень хочется ему очень сложный шар. При таком угле луза максимально сужена. Да, он находился на игровой позиции, но сейчас и вот удар на... Браво, Нил Робертсон.
102.
Пройти 103 сотни за сезон. Трехзначных серий. У него 69. Ну и уже становится ясно то, что Нил Робертсон так и останется.
So he's got to disturb something at some time, and he couldn't get a better opportunity than this. Reach over on tippy toes.
9.
He needs to make the most of this opportunity that's
15.
presented itself. The right corner just below the pink. Can he hold for it off this blue? He could quite comfortably, because red's a little bit awkward.
29.
And he needs an angle. Obviously the red second from the pink goes to the, we said, but he's on it.
37.
But because he needs to judge the pace correctly. Hit this too hard.
He's playing the double.
Okay, was shot on. It went in, and after that easy misread into the corner.
49.
Now, I'm not certain, I don't know if he's got the angle on the pink to nudge into them. Well, he did.
55.
2 reds, 2 colours still needed.
Be the factor that he just needed to get himself.
With the shot selection.
63.
35 remaining.
Yeah, he seems to be playing more on instinct than method.
Another double chance to win the frame, but he missed an easy red. And he's been punished for it.
$77. 17. 82. $86. Switch that up.
Well, Walker RMC reminds everybody to switch the forgets.
$97.
And this for the century. Superb.
Test we've got. Will the gloves be off? That's the question. A very bright young prospect. Match 10-8 against Tom Ford.
Well, forget about everything and go and play snooker.
Plays, but I think it's going to be a tough match for him. And if you play safety shots like that without
Take him a little while to settle down. He played on the qualifying table next. All I can say is, Ken, I hope she has a nickname. Be a bit easier. The check if he wants. He doesn't have to play that shot, but if he wanted to keep the cue ball down that side of the table, he could. The table. Yes, he can, and that was well cued. Looks like makes such a difference. Just takes
free up the black spot, as it were. And nicely.
Black spot. Just the occasional lapse in concentration now and again, and because he is a scoring machine.
Not now. Just those first couple of shots.
A little bit more compact, and
47.
he does. It's nearly coming off the cue, but it's
from the bridge to the.
I'll do their best to clear the table.
Clear the table, or at least stop your opponent coming to the table. That shot. Nicely played.
77.
Cue ball's been on a sixpence, and shots have been hit with.
From former world champion here. Excellent break. Hold on, he's not finished yet. He's not finished yet.
Superb, and well, what a start to a match. Cue ball control. Superb. And doing the thing, big boys, now. You make a mistake, this is what's going to happen. Wonderful from Sean Murphy. Ooh. Pocket. So yeah, he's going to drop the other one in, which is always the best thing to do. And this is just concentration here for
red over the hole. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, of course.
Magic at 147 will be on his mind. I know there's a red. He'll be certainly giving it a go. He's got.
Inside of that red would have been guaranteed, but not to be. So if it's not on, it's set up for him.
Play out there, but this area, just trying to pot a few balls.
He really is hitting it nicely.
4 frames.
It's there.
Playing at a more sort of a slower pace than he normally has.
You know, we're here to watch him. Really has hit the ball so well. Keep them to a minimum when you're not in any trouble. And very difficult to play against.
Trying to get in. A couple of high-valued colours with these 2 reds will be enough for us.
The world champion again. Brilliant. Absolutely. Unless Lou can find something or gets a bit of help. It's good.
Two former champions, of course.
Do it.
Played it. Just a bit too far for the blue, but
it's not just a gear.
It's what he needed as well, because as we said, yeah, it's there. Good shot. It's there. Yeah, good shot.
Hugely impressive. And he's the second favourite for this year's championship.
Yeah, Robertson very impressive. Also on his nil.
77.
Can he finish with a century here?
Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. And number 14 for the truly clinical performance.
Can't play much better than this. Application all A1. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
Very risky. Something fame. Not so sure about that one. One. And once these cloths wear in, balls will come off the cushions a little bit squarer, and the players will have to readjust. His focus.
He's a class act, is Stephen. I mean, we say that his temperament. Yeah, played it nicely.
25.
When I say he needed to... So that's the one he's played to get.
31.
He's from the middle now. And as we've seen already in this chamber,
He needs this in.
47.
Played it nicely. Bit available into the opposite corner pocket. He's in perfect position. That's exactly what he's been through, so just got to get this right. Judged it perfectly.
63.
and this is a very good response.
Chance to get his hand on the table, and he looks in good touch now. In his chair ever since.
70.
He actually enjoys top players playing really well against him. Not playing to the level of his capability, he can become very disheartened with himself. And that
for the ton. Well played. Very well played. This. And he's done the business. And this will...
106. 109. 113.
Flawless. Absolutely. Well, he committed to it, but the way he played it...
upon the cue ball. Well, he went all out for the pot, and that was...
Well, he could get in. And develop that red. And he's got the...
$28. Thank you.
To right the black in the same pocket, but felt as though he had a nice angle.
43.
Be the frame winner.
But he's a champion, and he's got a champion's heart. Match.
58.
Yes, totally agree. Very impressive. He's got a bit of a spring.
Because it was very scrappy early on. It took a long time to develop. Who sort of opened it up a little bit by giving him a chance to play that red in the balk end, which... Well played. Well, he's overhit it. Came.
He was going to cannon that red, but the cannon at full.
Presji przy większej, no takiej bezpośredniej stawce, jeśli chodzi o stół bezpieczny. A wracając do Stewarta, ale jeśli to proszę wyobrazić sobie od tego czasu, czyli już od...
solidną grą może zajść daleko w turniej.
Nad wpadnięcie środkiem teraz do wykorzystania będzie być może, bo
Nic nie może poradzić na całą tą sytuację, grają do...
czerwono to jest zestaw na prowadzenie 6-1. No, czekamy na przypomnienie właśnie tej pierwszej czetka na stole do podniesienia. Wbijał w tym sezonie ich cenie miara już Stuart Bingham. Jego życiowy rekord, jeśli 100 punktowe. Parę dobrych występów 100 punktowych, między innymi Maxam już 58 w tym sezonie i być może...
Wtedy na zielonej pomylił się.
Tu możemy być pewni, to nie jest zmęczenie, to nie jest...
Mała breaka 100 punktów.
Całe plus...
Time to try and play for the black. Shouldn't cause a problem, there's plenty of room to come in and out. Catches up with you in the end sometimes.
Very talented player, Tian Peng Fei. And he would have been absolutely delighted.
Decided to.
Quietly.
Because the black doesn't go in the opposite corner. Well, he couldn't have played.
Yes, that really was a tremendous positional shot. Lots of tops on the left-hand side.
Get back to the table. He'll be going to the mid-session interval. Fair play to him. Came out with a one-frame advantage.
66.
Doesn't seem to bother him. And that's what you've got to do if you have a few
74.
good people.
57.
He's already made
79.
one.
$91.
Just needs to slow down.
97.
It's there. Oh, the cue ball was nearly there. One.
65. $30. $80. $26. $34. $42. $50. $65. $73. Thank you. $86. Thank you. $94. $100.